says it says storage, we'll say it says outdoor parking.
Any other comments?
And when you talk about it, you know, the exception is that such parking is not undertaken as accessory use to serve the principal use by those persons occupying. So could someone argue that he occupies the property and he parks all these cars there and it's an accessory use to him? It's not what you and I might typically think would be, you know, driving the car, using it to drive the car every day to work or something like that. You follow what I'm saying?
I did. I was trying to tailor this as narrowly as I could to where someone is clearly not occupying the house as a principal residence, or just not using it for a principal purpose, which is a residence. Because all the other circumstances in the village, they're
So should we say principal residential use of the property, maybe?
Yeah, I tried to pick it up before upon any residential property, but I'd be happy, sure, to reinforce that principal residential use. I was trying to.
Okay, I'm okay with it, thanks.
Any other more discussion?
So we'll insert the word principal between, we'll say principal residential use there.
Principal's there, inserting residential.
Residential use.
Any more discussion?
I have a question. You said principal residential use. What if it's not the principal residence now anymore? It's their vacation house.
I think that's the distinction.
Well,
Because there are some people like that that live here part of the year and then live in another place
zoning,
part of the year.
in the zoning code, principal isn't distinguished from secondary vacation. It means
Okay, all
principal
right.
is opposed to main building as opposed to accessory.
Okay.
That's what we're getting.
Any more comments from the audience?
Do we have a second? We have a motion for a second.
I don't think there was a motion for a first reading. Actually, I think you just started discussing it.
Yeah.
I'll move for a first reading.
I thought we had a first reading.
The appropriate motion is
To adopt the amendment.
As amended.
Second reading.
You have a motion to adopt the
Second reading and adoption.
second. Roll call vote, please. Any more discussion before we do? Roll call vote.
Chamberlain. Aye. Creditor.
Yeah.
Creditor. Aye. Haver.
Yes.
Coach. Masters.
Aye.
Spotter.
Yes.
Oh, 09, 8, 16.
I have a motion for second reading of the adoption of an ordinance requiring a service review. Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. Second reading of an ordinance amending ordinance 2/8/25 for the purpose of amending the special municipal services to be provided in the Village of Riverwood's Hiawatha Woods Special Service Area number 19.
For second reading and adoption.
Second.
Discussion? No discussion? We're happy with
We
it?
all know what it is.
Anybody from the audience want to make a comment on this? Roll call vote, please.
Creditor.
Aye.
Haver.
Aye.
Masters.
Aye.
Spotter.
Aye.
Chamberlain. Aye. Oh, 09, 8, 17.
Okay, now we go to motion for second reading and adoption of an ordinance recording the service agreement with the SSA maintenance costs, including snow plowing and removal.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion on that? Audience. Roll call vote, please.
Ritter,
Yes.
Haver,
Aye.
Hunter, Masterson,
Aye.
Potter,
Aye.
Shamrock.
Aye.
Oh, 9/8/18.
Okay. I have a motion for first reading of an ordinance establishing a moratorium on the construction, installation, and operation of wind energy systems in the village of Riverwoods.
Second.
Discussion. Bruce, you say something about this?
I don't know, I think I mentioned something in the memo I sent to the Plan Commission. Lake County is working on a model ordinance. They were the ones that, the model ordinance that came up with this complex description of the various kinds of wind energy systems, the small-scale wind turbines, the small wind energy systems. So I'm relying to some extent on their expertise. I'm assuming they know what they're talking about.
You
No
know about the
comments,
word
please.
assumption, don't you?
Yes, I do. My father diagrammed that for me many times. We did have a public hearing on the question of amending the text of the zoning ordinance to have this language inserted at the Plan Commission. That was on August 6th, and the Plan Commission recommended that we pass this amendment. The text amendment, I think it fits into the section of the zoning ordinance that deals with other accessory structures and uses, and simply says that the construction, installation, or operation of wind energy systems in any zoning district shall not be permitted where there is an accessory use building or structure. Then it defines what a wind energy system is. The only thing that I don't know whether the Plan Commission recommendation addressed or not, at the very end of the proposed text amendment, you'll see there's language that says the provisions of this subsection shall automatically lapse and not be of any further force and effect from and after blank date. That was in case someone felt that it was necessary to have a fixed outside date. I'm sure that the village wants to go back and address this anyway with hearings before the Plan Commission and come back with a recommendation for an actual ordinance. I don't know that we need an outside date.
No.
I thought we discussed it briefly and we decided that we did not.
Well, I advise the Plan Commission, since, you know, we say moratorium, there were some people initially on the Plan Commission, I think, were concerned that we were prohibiting this from always and forever, and I was trying to make it clear that this was merely.
Is this a moratorium or an amendment?
Well, it's now in the form of a text amendment. Well, exactly. We're saying you can't do it. That's why I put this in. So if you want it to be a text amendment without a specific date, you have the language there. If you want to have a date by which it lapses, you can add that in. I don't think it's necessary.
Could I just say, for the understanding of our visitors who may be hearing this the first time, this moratorium is really just so that we can have the time to study the issues before these things start cropping up.
If this ordinance prohibits
Well, we could retitle the ordinance and say an ordinance prohibiting the construction, installation, and operation of
if there's been
energy
a public
systems.
hearing,
There has been a public hearing.
then there's no point in having a moratorium. Moratoriums are imposed while a study is being made.
That's the intent, though.
I think we should have, I think we should have a moratorium, and I think we should have a date, frankly.
If you're going to have a
And I
moratorium,
think
then you
that-
have to have.
And I think the date can be long enough so that no one's concerned about it, but I think that having a date there
I think.
forces us to come back to this and
Yeah,
address
we
it.
have to come back to it. This should be revisited, and it's not prohibited.
Right. It should
It's
definitely
strictly a
have a
moratorium.
sunset.
That was the intent.
Strictly a moratorium, I would suggest no longer than a year.
I'm sure, well, the model ordinance is already being circulated in various forms. I'm sure we'll be able to come up with something.